and welcome to Brickoff, and no, there's not going to be a sequel to this. For the past 3 weeks, we've seen what each set brings to the table. Today, we're going to compare these sets. Their wise men, their Marys, even their baby Jesus. Which set will come out on top? Let's find out. To decide, I'll be judging each in 6 categories. The builds, the parents, the wise men, the others, the animals, and baby Jesus. 3 points for first, 1 point for last, and whoever gets the most points wins. In our first category, we'll be comparing the builds. Starting with Kobe, despite being the one with the second most bricks, is the smallest among the group. It's probably the most accurate to the barn during the times, but being a small set means all the other pieces aren't able to connect to it. The wise men, the animals, and the shepherd can't all fit in the area. And the baby Jesus nor crib can even connect to it, so moving it from one place to another is a pain. Trinity Toys is next, and thanks to the base plate they give you, you can fit all the characters onto this set, so moving is a breeze. And the backdrop that came from the back of the box is a nice touch that can improve any nativity scene, regardless if it's brick or not. If there's any points to be taken off, it's pretty simple. You can probably recreate this build with bricks you have at home right now. Finally, Nativity bricks, and being the most expensive of the 3 with the most pieces, of course is the most detailed compared to the competition. While technically there's 3 different scenes, you could pretty much put them all together to make one big one, though they definitely look better apart. So the winner of this category is Nativity bricks, followed by Trinity Toys and Kobe bringing up the rear. The next category is the 2 parents. Even though Mary's the only biological one, we got to include Joseph as well since he brought it to the barn in the first place. Off the bat, I think Trinity Toys are the best when it comes to Mary. Her face does not look female. I double checked for the others and I couldn't find any female face. Joseph looks alright, but overall they look plain compared to the other 2. Nativity bricks are bigger, but Kobe's look more human. Nativity bricks has 2 more points of articulation than Kobe, but that shouldn't be the deciding factor. I think the deciding factor should be how it displays. So while Kobe could be used and not be mistaken for bricks, the novelty of having brick builds of a nativity scene is to show a brick build. So I'm going to give it to Nativity bricks. The wise men is next, and when it comes to Trinity Toys, it's the second best, same as the first. Not to mention they don't have the same variations as Kobe or Trinity. The best thing they have going for them is that their gifts are able to be held in their hands. So once again, Trinity is last when it comes to minifigures. Kobe improved this area as they are more blocky, which is a plus for me. Another addition is there are a bigger variety between the wise men among the Kobe's than Nativity bricks. There are 3 distinct skin colors, and one of them is wearing a crown among the turbans. There's also the fact that you have 3 different facial hair levels instead of 2. But the best thing going for Kobe this round are the gifts in comparison. They're actually gifts and not random pieces. Granted, not all of them can be held in the hands, but that's why Kobe brought a chest along. So this round's big winner is Kobe. Round 4 is focused on the minifigures not really important to the story. Basically the shepherd that allowed Mary and Joseph a place to rest, and the angels. You think Kobe would be at a disadvantage because the other 2 got 3 minifigures to Kobe's 1. But then you realize one gave you 2 angels and the other gave you 2 shepherds. You know what would have been a better idea? If the third was a little drummer boy. Sure, he's a song exclusive character, but not everyone who buys this is really that big into religion. Now this time around Trinity Toys gave the shepherds legs, but the 2 angels are practically twins. At least with Nativity bricks, the 2 shepherds look different from each other. So that leaves Nativity bricks and Kobe once again, and Nativity bricks wins. And this time not just because the minifigures look like they're bricks. The shepherd that Kobe has looks like he's wearing a fur suit. Again, probably historically accurate, but that doesn't look good compared to our usual idea of a shepherd. So Nativity bricks wins again. Next to look over are the animals, and off the bat, Kobe is dead last. Their animals aren't really bricks. They're normal animal toys. Sure, you can stick them between 2 studs to get them to stick, but there are toys you can do that as well, and they don't automatically make them Lego compatible. Not to mention, it feels like an illegal building technique. That's where Trinity Toys finally break their last place streak. Their animals are varied and Lego compatible. And when it comes to variety, they beat Nativity bricks by giving you 4 distinct animals to their 3. But let me ask you something. Do you remember a cow being part of the Nativity scene? That's when Nativity bricks come out on top again. They may have only 3 different animals, but they make more sense. Sheep, a donkey, and 3 camels for the 3 wise men. A bonus, the donkeys and camels can move their legs. So yeah, another win for Nativity bricks, which means mathematically they win the entire thing. But we still have 1 category left. The little baby Jesus is our final category, and we have 3 very different ones. Kobe's is small, but scales pretty well to minifigures they have. Trinity toys have 2 pieces, but no way to connect them laying down without a specific piece to keep them level. And Nativity bricks is the biggest baby among them. Each one's good in their own way, so how am I going to compare which one's the best? Because it's not just the baby, but how well they fit with their crib. Kobe's have holes in the back, so it can be stuck into the crib, but because their crib has no connections, it's entirely pointless. Trinity Toys has no connection at all in their crib, so it's a moot point, and can't even customize it to give it a connection because the crib is a unique piece. So that means Nativity Bricks wins, because not only can their baby Jesus stay in the crib, you can use it to switch with Kobe's if you prefer that look. So with a score of 17, almost a flawless sweep, Nativity Bricks proves paying more does lead to a greater value. But the scores really don't matter. It's how you feel about them as a total package. So what are my thoughts? Kobe's I'm the most disappointed by. They do amazing looking sets, but this one was carried by the minifigures. Like visually, it looks more impressive than Trinity Toys, but the bond is only part of the set. Even if I were to give it a base plate on my own to hold everything together, the baby Jesus crib is built upside down on purpose. It can't connect to anything unless you glue it. Conversely, Trinity Toys were held back by their minifigures. The bond is simple, but it does the job it's supposed to do. And with a nice big base plate, you would have no trouble moving this around. Plus, having a cuttable backdrop in the box is a nice addition. If the minifigures were better, it probably would have beaten Kobe. Which leads to Nativity Bricks, the only one you can buy first hand currently. They give you more pieces, so it's more detailed than either Kobe or Trinity Toys. While their base plates aren't connected, you can't put them together on a bigger one to keep them all together. And actually having 3 camels makes sense since the 3 wise men likely rode their own. But that's my thoughts as a brick lover. What do others feel? For this, I actually left the 3 builds in my living room so friends and family can give their opinions of which look better. Off the bat, Kobe was dead last since nobody liked it compared to the other 2. Trinity Toys had his favorites since it's all together in one piece and a backdrop. But Nativity Bricks got the best reaction because of all the details. But that does leave one problem. While Nativity Bricks got to show off their best foot forward, Kobe's weren't really given the same treatment. I got the first Kobe set I found, not realizing there were 6 different versions with the biggest being 200 pieces. Instead, I got one of their smallest sets. If I did the bigger set, would the results have changed? Maybe, but that leads to an issue why Nativity Bricks ultimately won: availability. While I did get it off eBay, you can buy Nativity Bricks on Amazon or even their own website. To get either Trinity Toys or Kobe, you would need to find someone selling them on eBay. And if you're looking for a specific version, you better hope that's the person selling that version. So if you're looking for a brick build based on a nativity scene for your next Christmas, I recommend Nativity Bricks. Best detail, best value per brick, and you don't have to buy them off eBay. Not to mention they have variations if you prefer them to be more African American or Eastern Asian. And with that, Brickoff have reached the end of the year without reaching its goal. But I'll give it one more year and hopefully not miss a week like last year. So if you want more, please like, comment, and subscribe, and Happy New Year!